I'm an animal with views. I got a buzz, I am the news. Because I does what I do, I've been acknowledged by you. I came to make things clear. Like fam, we ain't the same pairs. Lyrically, I am wise. Lyrically, you are weird. I'm the dude that goes through real life. You're the fool cool with being a queer. You want paint bitches' nails and braid male rappers' hair.
At approximately 9:40 a.m., 2 officers, detectives assigned to transit overtime posts, were flagged down by a civilian reporting that a man armed with a knife had just stabbed multiple people on the subway platform. As the detectives moved toward the 456 platform, they encountered one of the victims coming up the stairs, confirming the attack. From the top of the stairs, they observed the individual on the platform, and they immediately ordered him to drop the knife. The individual was armed with a large knife, described as a machete, and was behaving erratically, repeatedly stating that he was Lucifer. The individual refused to comply with at least 20 orders to drop the knife. Officers also attempted to de-escalate and offer assistance, saying, "We are going to get you help." He then advanced toward the officers with the knife extended. One officer discharged his firearm, striking the perpetrator twice. Officers immediately began performing life-saving measures. The individual was transported to Bellevue Hospital, and he was pronounced deceased. The perpetrator is identified as 44-year-old Anthony Griffin, who has 3 unsealed prior arrests.
Good morning to you. Here we go from the mayor. I'm grateful to the NYPD for their quick response and for preventing additional violence. The NYPD is conducting an internal investigation and will release body-worn camera footage, as it does in all incidents involving the discharge of an officer's firearm. What have you learned about this?
Well, the NYPD is at a deficit of upward of 3,000 cops. So when we speak to...
They're in the whole 3,000.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So when we speak to something we refer to as precision-based policing, that's when you have officers that are deployed based on target areas where you have the highest crime levels. In the subway, they're up 22% in crime. So in order to effectively base precision-based policing, you need to have the personnel to do it. The officers that were involved in this shooting were actually on overtime because we don't have the personnel to fill the slots to man those ports in the subway system.
Well, that sounds like a major problem. Obviously, we sort of see it. We live here. The quality of life is down. And yesterday, the mayor was working on free grocery stores.
What's the story, family? We coming with a quick reaction video today. I wanted to bring light to this situation because I'm a battle rap fan, you know, and Fox 5, the battle rapper was definitely one of the ones, bro. You feel me? If you know battle rap, then you know he wasn't a slouch. But one thing I did notice, he have disappeared over time, right? And you know, it just came out that he basically had like a mental breakdown. And within his mental breakdown, bro, he was literally attacking people with machetes. You know, they say Bronx battle rapper Fox 5, real name Anthony Griffin, has been reported deceased after being shot by NYPD detectives. He was 44 years old. This wasn't an accidental act, though. He attacked 3 individuals and charged at the officers, who basically told them to put the machete or large knife down. He struck an 85-year-old man, giving him a deep cut across his head. 85 years old. He also landed hits on a 65-year-old man. He also had cuts on his head. Additionally, he attacked a 7-year-old woman, slashing her on the shoulder. Let's see. He was calling himself Lucifer. You know, man, it's sad to see, bro. You can tell this was, you know, just a mental breakdown. You feel me? Like, ain't no telling what he was dealing with. Ain't no telling if he didn't get no help. Ain't no telling if he was dealing with things mentally for a long time and he just didn't get the help that he needed from his friends and from his family. Ain't no telling if he even had friends and family to help him, you know? Um, it's a sad situation. He, they say he was calling himself Lucifer, so that lets you know right then and there that he wasn't in his right state of mind. And of course, the police is gonna try, to get you to drop the machete and get you to put it down. And they only gonna tell you that a couple times. And I guess he actually um charged the police. The police shot him. As soon as they shot him, they try to do threatening procedures to save him and things of that nature and bring him back. But it was just too late, bro. Police, they shoot to kill. So it's a fucked up situation, man. I just wanted to come with a quick reaction about this video about that boy Fox 5, a great battle rapper, bro. Go look into those old archives, you feel me, of battle rap, and look up Fox 5, bro, and do your homework on him. It's sad to see that talent go like that. He was 44 years old, so that lets you know he probably wasn't battle rapping like that no more, The battle rap game is tricky. You really gotta continue to keep going to stay relevant so you don't get forgotten about. But I seen this headline and I was like, damn, this can't be real. But prayers and condolences goes out to his family, bro. And also prayers go out to the ones that was injured within this episode. The older people, the two elderly men, and also the woman as well, right? Because that wasn't fair to them either. So prayers out to them, and hopefully they recover from their injuries and be able to shake back 100% from that. It's a sad situation, bro. It's really sad. And I will say this too: if you guys know anybody that's dealing with mentally ill drama, or that's dealing with mentally ill challenges on a day-to-day basis, bro, don't be afraid to check in and don't be afraid to help. So I'm gonna say, y'all let me know what y'all think about this video. I ain't gonna say too much. I feel like I said too much already. Make sure you hit that sub, like, and comment button. Also, don't forget to hype your boy up. I'm out of here. Peace and love, my boy DJ. I'm gone.